Good morning, good morning, good morning. Kalimera. Happy week. Καλή εβδομάδα. Kalimera Yanni. Kalimera the whole
Kalimera,
team.
Kalimera. Good
Kalimera.
morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. I'm very glad that I'm back to normal, back to our routine, back to market updates. So how was your break? Or you
My
didn't
break?
have any break?
I wish I had a break.
Right, okay, so
I had like for 5 days, not totally, it was 10 days that I took the mountains. Yes, in summertime, I like very much going to the mountains. Yeah.
I took the mountain. Πήρα τα βουνά.
Yeah. Πήρα τα βουνά, yeah. Πήρα τα βουνά. Στη Γερεξία.
Okay, cool.
I was in Arachova and Pilio.
And really, oh, nice.
Yeah. It's very nice. Summertime. I want some. Πώς το λένε δροσιά στα αγγλικά τώρα, δεν ξέρω.
Είχε?
Δροσιά.
Δροσιά?
Δροσιά.
It was chill. It was more chilly. It was more cooler.
Yeah, exactly.
So you were escaping the heat, the high heat.
Yeah, I was escaping from the heat.
Right, cool. All right, so John, because of his job, so to say, his business, holiday season for him is really busy. So he was fully booked. He only took 10 days in total, split in 2 vacations, mini vacations. So when are you gonna, let's say, when are you gonna have more relaxed time after this peak period?
We'll be more relaxed after the 15th of October.
So you still got another 2 months, roughly.
1.5.
1.5. Okay. So,
1.5.
Okay. So John, he's still under pressure.
Yeah. My pressure week, πώς είναι η μεγάλη πίεση των Σαββατοκύριακων.
The great pressure is under the weekends.
Yeah, because of the events.
Yep.
And until the 15th of October, actually 12 is the last Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
It will be a little bit tight.
All right.
If I can say.
Okay. Let's welcome the team. Basman is here with us. Good morning, all beautiful agents, and welcome back to our amazing.
Hello.
We miss you, brother, and good morning to all of you. Okay, good. Right, Aras is here with us. Good morning and welcome back, director. We were waiting for your lead. Okay, good. We're back. We're back in business. Right, and Felipe is here with us. Good morning. Happy to see you all back. Yep, we're going back to normal, going back to our businesses here. Market updates are coming back. And we're rolling. It's September. Let's see what the markets have to tell us. So, moving straight away to our market update. There it is. Now, this is the monthly market update and chart also. We haven't been here for some time. Almost, I'm not going to say a month, but almost 4 weeks. Okay, we've been away. So let's see what happened the past 1 month. So this is the monthly chart, okay? And we've seen that we approached the 122 twice, okay? And you can see that the closing on a monthly basis happened after, under, just a little bit under the 50%, which is 115, okay? Huge big weeks. Now that is kind of expected. I knew and I was expecting, so to say, that 122 is going to be a rejection point. Remember that when we were trying to break 109, that the next target is going to be 122, but we need to come back and retest 109 if we're going to see these as a support. Okay, going down to 6 months, this is the one, let's say, candle that was a little bit worried. Remember that time-wise, by the end of June and July, it's the time that we need to be careful. Okay, we are approaching towards the area of time that we're going to see rejections. Okay, so if you remember, before we went for holidays, that we need to be careful on the 6 month, that we need to be careful a little bit with the candle, that we did not see a huge wick above. Okay, I know that 122 was a rejection point. Everyone taking profits 122 did magnificent, and even better if anyone opened shorts on 122 when Bitcoin was pushing down, they also did the magic trick here. Okay, so remember what we used to say, that we count after a bear market, we count, let's say, maximum 5 candles after the engulfing. Okay, so this is number 1, that's number 2, that's number 3. Okay, and if you take these as the bottom of the market, to be precise, to be correct, so that's the top of the market, this is the bottom of the market, this is the engulfing candle. So we measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, maximum 5. 4.5 is the average. So you see that the last 2 candles have huge wicks above them. Okay, and then you can see that we had the next bear market. This is the bottom of the market. This is the engulfing candle. I ignore these 2 guys here. This is my starting point where I start counting. This is number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the 5th one. Okay, so this is where I need to be a little bit careful with the 5th candle. Okay, and now I have a big wick. Now obviously we still got 3 months and 24 days until that candle is going to be finalized. Okay, but we need to have, let's say, our eyes wide open into these areas. Time wise, based on history, we know that after the 4th, so to say, 6 month candle, which is 2 years, so after the bottom of the market, it takes 2 years to hit the top. Okay, and now the last 3 months, so to say, after the 2 year cycle, 2 years plus 3 months, or 2 years plus 6 months, the next candle maybe printing like this one here. Okay, I'll give you an example. Maybe the next candle is going to be a purple one with a wick above. It's telling you that the price is trying to push above, but then finally the end of the 6 month duration of the candle, it finally print a purple one. Okay, so this is what we need to be careful. Okay, that what kind of candle that is going to be. It's going to be like a small body, and then we're going to see another candle opening and being purple. We need to be a little bit cautious and careful. Going down to the monthly, right, I'm going to be very, very quick. These market updates. These market updates now on, they're going to last around 30 minutes. Okay, so we're going to split it evenly with John. So I'm going to take 15 minutes and John's going to take 15 minutes. So here it is. We have this monthly candle that is inside the previous candle. Okay, this is the area of the previous candle, monthly candle. Okay, so this is the August candle. It's not a bullish candle, it's a bearish candle. Okay, it's purple. It's trying to push all the way up. It got rejected. It came all the way down. So it closed under the opening. And now you have this September candle that is inside the range of October. So far we have no news about the September candle. Why? Because it's inside the previous candle's range. So it's not even bullish, it's not even bearish, it's neutral. If I want to see September to be bullish, I need to break the previous opening at least. Okay, minimum I need to see that I break this level 115, and the ideal scenario is I want to see September breaking the previous candle high, which is 124 ish, if I remember correctly. Let me hold that button here. So give me that. Yep, the high is 124,277. Right, so it has to break that, okay, for September to tell us that it's bullish. But first, let's get out from the opening. Okay, let's get out from that range. So a little bit of rumble, so to say, in the area of the crypto is kind of expected by the CIA. We knew that after the end of June, okay, let's say beginning of July, we need to be careful. I gave another 3 months of time threshold, and see if July and August and September will give, let's say, trying to squeeze out the maximum top. Okay, so we can see that it tried for the second time to attack 122, okay, but it failed to close above. And you can see that on a monthly basis, we can see that it closed both of them under 115. Now let's go to our normal routine. 12 hours. Okay, this is the time frame that I usually like and watch. The solid white line is 109. Remember, losing 122, the next target was our next fib level, the G level, okay, which is based on the Fibonacci tool, but it's not on the Fibonacci sequence. Okay, so it's a G level. So losing 122, rejecting the next target 109, and we need to be careful and see what Bitcoin is going to do on 109. We had a small nice rejection here as a support. It pushed up, it came down, deviated a little bit lower, took out a little bit of liquidity of this area over here. I'm not going to say massively, but it took liquidity from these areas, okay, and then it's trying to recover. However, we've seen that is getting rejected on the 112.5 area. Okay, one rejection, second rejection, so it's trying to push through, but it's getting rejected. The question now is, now that we're going back, let's say, to normal business hours, and you know, holidays are for summer holidays for the northern hemisphere is officially out. It's done. All the businesses are back into normal. So we should see how the corporate world will react from now on. Okay, so let's say that was August time. Okay, there was not a lot of things going on. Lots of corporates were shut down for holidays, and you can see that the market was going down. Let's see what's going to happen now in September, now onwards until the end of the month. Let's see if we can break 112 and then break 115, and then let's see if we can attack once more the 122. Okay, it's always guys, G level to G level, right? This is an in between 50% of the range. We don't need it. Here it is to keep it nice and clean. This is the 12 hours. We see kind of a break. Okay, if you like trend lines, you can see here kind of a break. Okay, the downtrend has been broken. Okay, deviation, reclaim 109, and now is consolidating. Okay, now that's it for for Bitcoin. I can go to a smaller time frame, and what I can do for you is this is a 90-minute, which is a huge time frame. Okay, what you can do, you say let's mark this area as your focus area. Okay, let's do the 6 hours, 3 hours. Will that be making any sense? Kind of, it's making sense here. Okay, 3 hours, small deviations below, that's fine. So this is going to be your breakout box. Okay, this is going to be your focus area, and if you want to see Bitcoin moving, okay, that's going to be your condition. Okay, break out from the focus area, the focus box, maybe a rejection on the minor, so to say, resistance, coming back, retest the box, and we want to stay out of the box and continue to the upside, and then you can set up your longs. Or If it's going to break lower, you have to break this, find some rejection, never enter back in, and then continue to the downside. So that is going to be your plan A and plan B from today onwards for this week. Okay, 12 hours is a good time frame for you to look out for a weekly trade. Okay, something that you want to trade once for the whole week. A 12-hour is a good time frame. 90-minute is your super zoomed in version for you to watch out your focus area. Okay, this is your minor range. Okay, this is your minor range here. It's been raging and you want to break out. Okay, but the bigger box is still fine. It's giving you more solid confirmations. Okay, you can see that you have multiple highs here. Okay, majority of the highs are here and majority of the lows are down here. There it is. Okay, so this is your box. You need to see that Bitcoin is going to break out from that box and move. Okay, if it moves, the first target is going to be, the first resistance of the B is going to be that lovely G level, and obviously you have these lovely liquidity pool. Okay, so that is for Bitcoin for the time being. You've got plan A, plan B. This is your focus area for the time being for the whole week. Let's go very quickly on Ethereum, and then I'll pass the line to John. We're going to go a little bit higher pace, and we're going to do more charts inside Discord. Okay, we're going to talk about the majors on the market update for you to have your strategy, your heads up from us, and then the other altcoins. We're going to provide some charts inside the Discord to keep an eye and see what's going on. Right, Ethereum, same thing, hit a new all-time high, or let's say the previous all-time high, and get a new all-time high. Okay, so it reached, what's the maximum here? It reached 4,956, almost 5,000. Okay, and then it got rejected. It came all the way down, lost the 50%. Unfortunately for the time being, it lost the 50% between the two ranges, 3.8 and 4.8. So the 50% is 4.37. But it's trying to hold support multiple times on 4,245. Once again, if you want to monitor ETH on the 90-minute, that's your lovely range. Okay, and you need to break out, continue to the upside, or break down and continue to move to the downside. Okay, and before I leave Ethereum, let's have a look a little bit on Ethereum against Bitcoin. Okay, this is another very, very interesting chart. You know, when Bitcoin is doing its own move, and look at that, we'll be tracing that for some time now. Look at that uptrend. Okay, remember that was our focus point. Okay, and look at that, it broke it and it was pushing and pushing. So Ethereum, it had its own run, and now it's doing a correction, not a heavy correction. You can see that a little bit, retrace, which means Bitcoin was dominant, and now it's trying to flat out the area. Okay, so all you have to do is update the lines, go to 0, maybe 200, even a little bit further, 300, that'll be fine. And let's drag these guys out. 300, here we are. We just need a little bit more data here. So there it is. This is your range. You need to break above 0.038 for you to see if Ethereum is going to overperform once again and overtake Bitcoin. Okay, so just a little bit, an idea for you to have a look. 320, just give it a bit more space. And if you want to mark the range, here's your range. Okay, this is your focus box, this is your range, same scenarios. Okay, always make it nice and simple, nice and clean. You have to break, retest, find support above the 50% and continue to the upside. Otherwise, if it's going to come down, you have to break the box, resist, never come back in, and then continue to the next G levels further down. Okay, this is your plan A, this is your plan B. Ethereum against Bitcoin is trying to do like a recovery, it's trying to flatten out. Okay, so that was the retracement, the correction. Now it's trying to flatten out. Let's see if someone, the big boys, the market, the institution, the market makers, let's see if they are building any positions to make Ethereum push once again. And here we are, we have that lovely breakout. Let's see if, let me go down to 50 minutes. Let's see if we're gonna sustain and make sure that you stay outside. Okay, you have an area of rejection here. Okay, an area of rejection. I'll do these in red because it's resistance. So there it is. You know this is an area of rejection. You need to make sure that you stay out of that focus area and break through the resistance, take out all that imbalance. Obviously you can expect resistance here, but if it goes above, make sure that you expect a resistance up there. And if it comes down, let's hope that we're going to find support here. Otherwise it's coming back to retest our box. Okay, either case we don't want to see coming back inside the box. Okay, that is for your two big setups for Bitcoin and Ethereum. And now it's time to pass over to John, our General XRP General John. It's your time, my friend.
Again, XRP General.
Exactly.
So, hello again from me. I have my XRP on a weekly time frame right now because, as always, Ali says, when we look at a project, it's very you have actually the biggest picture and more info to see the past, how not only XRP, Bitcoin or Ethereum, on any coin you're looking for, to see it in a bigger time frame first. And I think that's the right, actually, if I say, and if you can correct me, Thalis, it's much better to see first in a bigger scale, bigger time frame, not scale. Bigger time frame.
You have to
see how it moves.
It's the only solution for us not to get surprises. You need to look out on the bigger picture. If the project has data, go up to monthly, 45 days, weekly. If the project is new and doesn't have data, at least try to go on a weekly, right? Go weekly, 5 days, 3 days, and check out, the levels. Make sure you have the levels, because it's very crucial. This is where a lot of traders fail, is that they fail to go on a higher time frame. They're stuck on the 15 or 5 minute time frames, even 1 hour time frame, but they don't look for the bigger picture. You need to see the bigger picture, especially as I did today, because we've been away for some time. Okay, you've seen that immediately I opened the monthly and the 6 months on the Bitcoin, right, and then move down to 90 minutes. So yeah, John, you're doing exactly the right thing for you to start on a bigger scale, monthly, weekly, and then scale down. Yep.
And this is the time I want to point something, because a lot of people, it's not a mistake actually, it's misinformed, or they don't want to look at, because everyone, they're looking in a smaller time frame. And now, as I'm right now on XRP, let's go on the 90 minutes time frame. Let me open that. What do we see? We see that we have a drop from 334, and now it's sitting at 290. And everyone is panicking and says that, we have a drop and now we're going to a bear market, etc. But if you go on a weekly time frame, as I was before, what do we see? We see it's still on an uptrend. That's why when we it's much better, and I think it's more. Το συνετό πώς λέγεται στα αγγλικά, εσύ? Δεν το ξέρω καν πώς λέγεται.
Ποιο?
Είναι συνετό, δηλαδή είναι καλύτερα να το βλέπεις εκεί πέρα.
It's much
better.
Yeah, I mean, it's more wise, so to say.
Exactly, more wise. Thank you very much. It's more wise to see in a bigger time frame because what do we see over here at the moment that I'm looking on XRP? It's still on an uptrend. You see, it was down here, and now it's sitting at 3. It went to 360, and now it's sitting at 275. So for me, if it goes even lower, it's a much better opportunity to buy some more and upscale my existing XRP that I have, and then when it's going to be even higher, I have more profit already. That's why it's wise to see any project that you're looking for in a bigger time frame first. Now on the weekly, as we see XRP, we see that make that all-time high. Where's my line? Make that all-time high over here at let's see, what was the price? 18 at 366 was a new all-time high because it break that previous high over here at that G level at 331 and went to 366. Almost the half, the 50% over our next G level. Let's see, let's check out that one. It is on the 50%. The two, almost went to the 50% or our G level. Always the G levels are working perfect when you have marked them correctly. So right now, as we see, XRP is making a correction as expected because before, I think was in June, I think when we did the last market updates.
No, that was early August.
Early August was the
before I went to Poland.
Okay, yeah.
The first week of August.
Πότε κάναμε τελευταία market update?
Ήταν 7 του Αυγούστου πριν φύγω για Πολωνία.
Εκεί κάναμε ένα. Σου λέω αυτά που κάναμε συνεχόμενα, λέω. Αυτό λέω. Που κάναμε κάθε μέρα.
Τότε.
Ήταν στις αρχές. Ιούνιο, αρχές Ιούνιο. Πριν ξεκινήσω εγώ το ξύλο που ξεκίνησε εμένα.
Ναι, εντάξει. Που έλειπες εσύ. Ναι. Είχες φύγει λίγο πιο νωρίς λόγω της δουλειάς, ναι.
Ναι, αυτό λέω.
Ναι.
So, we saw on XRP, I think it was on June, yeah, I think it was there. I was telling about the blow off on the projects. And what do we see? We also saw that Bitcoin was 124, broke that previous high on 122. You have Thalys?
No,
122, I think.
Yeah, 122.
So also XRP did the same thing. Went to 366 and then we have a correction. When we see something like that, we expect a correction. Always the correction is with us. It's an advantage to us because when we see a breakout to the previous high and take some liquidities, what do we expect? A correction, and we can trade either way, to the upside and then to the downside. We have both ways, even up or down. That's a beauty actually when you trade. That's one beauty. You have profits in either way. Now, as we see XRP, it's sitting at 290. I have broke those two bigger G levels. Those two G levels over here, the first one over here and the second one over here. I have break those two G levels to a smaller one. What do we see? That right now it's at 50% at 2.9 on our G level. Let me go on 4-hour time frame. You can see it even better. small time frame, more info. We always said that. Right now, what do we see right now? Went below that G level, had some rejection over here. Again, didn't manage to go the 50% over here, and then now is trying. Actually, has made a one try, but didn't manage to stay above that 50%, and now it's going again to reclaim it. If we see that it's building over here strength and stays above that 290, then we're expecting to go even higher. You see a blue box over here, and what is that blue box? That blue box, it's an imbalance. I always marking my imbalance. I didn't take it off yet because it didn't claim all the imbalance for me. Went down. We have seen
why
until the 50%.
Explain to them why you didn't see that the imbalance wasn't taken.
That's why I'm trying to see now. What do I saw when inside that imbalance? When the 50% of imbalance didn't manage to break it, went again outside below that imbalance, and now it's trying again. Went above that 50% of the imbalance, didn't try to claim it all, and now it's sitting exactly at the 50%. I don't see any breakout above that imbalance. When I see that this imbalance will fully filled, then I will take it off. For me, that imbalance has some business to taking off yet. That's why.
Okay.
That's why I'm keeping it active. When I see that the price will go above, that's sitting above, and then try to go even higher, or even to break it and then go down, then that imbalance is fulfilled for me totally. For now, I'm keeping it as it is because the price as it is right now did manage to show me above that higher level on imbalance to see any movement. That's why I'm keeping it. I don't delete the imbalances because I only see that when inside, okay, 50% and then go to the downside. No, I want to show me that imbalance is fully fulfilled, and then I will take it off. I always check my imbalances, as I say, always to all market update that we said. Also, I have over here. Actually, it's the same thing over here. What do we see? With the spike was above the 50% for actually went above and then didn't try to stay above and then go even lower. And what we see one spike over here, second, third one, not actually that one, fourth and the fifth. We only see spikes on the 50%. We don't see any candle close totally full and stay above that imbalance. What do we see? The price went even lower. So for me, also that imbalance over here, it's still active. That's why I'm keeping my imbalances, because I don't see any movement to show me that is fulfilled. That's why. So right now, also because I like the trend lines, you know that. Let me check this one over here. My confirmation points, I will skip my confirmation points. First one is to see and claim a G level, and second one even stronger when it takes that resistance trend line to make it as a support and go even higher. So for now, as you see, what do we see? It's sitting above that trend line, but I have this G level over here. I'm expecting from the G level what exactly XRP will do. If it shows me that it stays above that G level at 290, and then claim that also trend line, Then I'm expecting to see and movement to the upside for XRP. Always take your confirmation points. Also, the 4 system point that always Thalys says to us. The 4 system points is working. You have more info, and then you have profit. So about XRP, for time being, actually I don't have any position open for XRP. I want to see some because we were actually away for a small time. I want to see my confirmation right now, how exactly it will move, and then I will take my positions. Also, Solana. Solana, we saw that in August was on an uptrend. It was going up. We see Solana over here that is claiming that level, took that 187, and now it's going to the upside. I'm on a daily. It's going to the upside, but actually we don't see big moves actually, like this one over here, that impulse. We see some smaller movers, like a small volume. Μπορώ να το πω αυτό.
Yep.
Ότι δεν έχουμε πολύ μεγάλο volume εδώ.
Δεν έχει ένταση, ναι.
Ναι, δεν έχει. Ναι, η ένταση, πώς λέγεται η ένταση.
Ουσιαστικά δεν υπάρχει αγοραστική πίεση, οπότε η πίεση είναι pressure. Buying pressure, there's no buying pressure.
Buying pressure, yeah. We see that over here, we don't see any buying pressure. We see small movements. So I'm expecting maybe if Solana will go in the 223, I'm expecting some correction. Let's go even on a weekly time frame. What do we see over here on 223? If we take also the imbalances, we have a small imbalance over here. We have an imbalance that is exactly on RG level 223. So what do we see? The first scenario is to go to that imbalance, maybe a spike to that level, and then go for the correction. Maybe to build some strength, and then try to go even higher to break that imbalance and take that to claim that imbalance. But for the moment, we see a small movements.
Consolidation.
And consolidation.
Kind of consolidation. It's like, but it's like, no, lately, because this is a daily, right? So for the past 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks, it's going sideways between 196 and 214 that you already marked.
Yeah. You mean this consolidation over here?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one.
Εγώ κοίταγα το μεγαλύτερη, αυτό εδώ.
Ναι, απλά επειδή είσαι στο daily, είναι αρκετές μέρες αυτό.
Ναι, exactly. Because if we're going 4-hour time frame, what do we see? That it's bouncing over here. Actually, above in that 50% of RG level is going up and down, like a ping pong ball, like always Thalys says.
Yeah.
Actually, if you're also taking the trend lines, we see that the price is squeezing. So if you go on a 4-hour time frame on Solana, what do we want to see? If we see a breakout to the above and the price stays above that trend line, then you have the confirmation to go over the next levels. 214 over here, the first one, and second one inside that imbalance. Inside that imbalance, expect a correction. For me, I always expecting correction when we have those marked, the imbalances, and liquid pools also. It's the same movement. If Solana did manage to break this trend line and see a resistance and going even lower, and if it breaks to above, it's the same thing as below. Sorry, not above. It's the same thing as above and below. Go even lower, try to claim that trend line and doesn't create a breakout to the upside, and then I'm expecting for the price to go even lower. That's why we have our G levels marked. First position, second one, if it goes lower. You have first TP and then you have second TP. If I say about the scenarios, first one will be something like this. Let me mark it as with the green. And the second one will be something like that. Let me mark that with the red one. My key points are over here. First, let me change the color to the red. First is on the trend line to the above, and second one below. For now, I'm expecting how the price it will move inside that triangle. I have marked over here. Inside that triangle, I'm expecting what Solana will do, if it breaks above or go even below. Then I will take my position. It's the same thing as I said also on XRP. Same thing. My confirmation points right now, yes, is sitting above that 50% of our G level. First confirmation. Second one, I'm expecting over here. What we'll do. Also, you can mark that small liquidity pools. First one over here, second one above here. We have some liquidity, small liquidity, not big one, small liquidity. We can mark them over there. And for that point, you can go on and on with your confirmations. Let's go actually on weekly for a moment. Solana. Yeah, Solana. We see that make a good one downfall over here, correction, and then start going even.
It's reversing. Yeah, I mean it's very fascinating. Yeah, it's fascinating to see that 115 is serving for some time now a good support.
Yeah.
Since March, it's been acting as a support. 115.
115.
Yeah, 115 εκεί. Από κάτω είναι όλο support.
Εδώ είναι resistant, εδώ είναι από Φεβρουάριο.
Ναι, πες ότι το σπάει εκεί και μετά ξανακατεβαίνει πότε, το Μάιο, κάπου εκεί το Μάιο το ξανακουμπάει. Μάιο, μετά πάει Ιούλιο. It's going like since guys it's acting support since May, May, and you see that again in July, and you see that in August again, since last year, right? This is like last year, 2024. It comes back a little bit heavy on 2025 on March, a little bit deviation, but it turned around. 115 is a solid support.
Yeah, exactly. Also, the beauty of seeing a chart on any project in a bigger scale, bigger time frame. What do we see? We see that went down, went to the upside, make the correction, and then even higher. We see that the previous high is broken. That's why we're talking about always for confirmation and see first on the bigger time frame and then go even lower if you want to trade. Actually, I don't know if someone is scalping actually, going a 15 minutes time frame, 5 minutes time frame, on a 1 minute time frame. But in a bigger time frame, if you are a swing trader, bigger time frames are more sorry, I got stuck in my head now. Actually, more wise. Let me say the same thing. More wise to see it in a bigger time frame.
Okay.
Bye. So, right now, let's go on a 90 minutes time frame. What do we see? the next level, next candle, it's going to the downside. We have a rejection point, first one over here, second one over here, didn't manage to break it, and now it's going to the downside. We have a 1 hour left for this candle to print and finish. Let's see from there if it managed to break that previous. Hey, come on, I want the brush. If it managed Solana to break this previous high and go even higher. That's why I'm talking about the confirmation. Always look for confirmation and then take your position. That's all from me.
Good. Congratulations. Right,
thank you very
okay,
much.
guys.
Hope that was helpful.
No, it is helpful. It's always helpful. I hope that is giving you enough context for you to have an understanding of what's going on with the markets. VIX, it's under the 18. It's fine. It's looking normal, so to say, into the green section. It's looking fine. I just had a look a little bit on other areas on the market to see what is happening in global area. You can see here on Bitcoin, let me zoom in a little bit just for confirmation or explain to you what exactly we were waiting to see. It's that we broke out from the focus area, okay, but look at that, we're expecting resistance from this area, and I want to make sure that I see Bitcoin, if that was a good breakout, I wanted to see staying out of the range, but no, it just went inside. So there is no reason why we need to panic or trying to catch a breakout. We need to see some confirmations. We're going to wait for the next move. So no alarm here, no trade here, okay, because it did not, let's say, meet our requirements, okay. And we wanted to see that it's going to break it, come back, sustain, respect this resistance, trying to make it a support. No, that did not happen, and we see that the price is coming back down. So no trade yet for Bitcoin, no panic. And that's it for today's, guys. We're trying to do a new format. The market update is going to be around 30 minutes. Today is the first day anyway, it's the first comeback. It's a little bit more, it's around 45 minutes, 48 minutes. It's fine for today, but for tomorrow onwards, we're going to do very quick market updates, half an hour. We don't want to waste your time, and we don't want to make it sluggish, right? We want to make it nice and neat and clean. So that's it for us today. We're going to catch you up inside the Discord. It's always lovely to see you guys here and chatting with us. And we're going to catch you up. If you have any questions, please to bring the question inside the Discord. We have a great community. We got John there. You have myself. You have J-Rock. You have Bassman. They're always there to give you an answer, all their own insights. So yes, please do bring your questions, bring your charts, ask us if you need a second opinion, and then let's take things from there. Right, okay, so our next market update is going to be tomorrow, and we're going to catch you later. Have a nice one.
Have a great day.
Have a great day, and always remember what we say: every day is a good day. Every day.
Yeah.
Exactly. So catch you back later, guys. Καιρό έχουμε να το ακούσουμε, ναι, σωστά. Κάθε μέρα είναι καλή μέρα, ό,τι και να έχει.
Ακριβώς.
Alright, guys. See you later.
Bye.